everybody. My name is... I know. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna be trying this mystery cheese. Mystery cheese. Is it a giant baby bell again? We'll never know. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so what I have for you today here is, ironically, it's from the same people who made the Edam cheese. They package it the exact same. This is not Edam cheese part 2. This is Gouda cheese. So I was contemplating if I should try, do a Gouda video, because there's so many different variants of Gouda. There's the smoked Gouda, there's the sweet cream Gouda. I think that exists. There's just a bunch of different types of Goudas, and everyone seems to sell Gouda everywhere. It definitely is one of the more cheaper cheeses, but this is just plain Gouda. It's not, there's no smoked or fancy tricks or anything like that in it.
Hello everybody. Today we're going to be talking about Gouda cheese. That's right. That very rare, unpopular, esoteric, Knights of the Holy Grail cheese that doesn't really get talked about a lot and you'll never see anywhere. Anyway, so Gouda is a creamy yellow cow's milk cheese originating from the Netherlands. It's one of the most popular cheeses worldwide. The name is used today as a general term for numerous similar cheeses produced in the traditional Dutch manner. So this is a Dutch cheese. We hit another Dutch cheese. The Dutch has been flying with their cheeses lately. Anyway, the first mention of Gouda cheese dates from 1184, making it the oldest recorded cheeses in the world still produced today with the same recipe. The cheese is named after the city of Gouda, South Holland. Not because it was produced in or around that city, but because it was traded there. In the Middle Ages, Dutch cities would obtain certain feudal rights which gave them primacy or a total monopoly on certain goods within the country of Holland. Gouda acquired market rights on cheese, the sole right to have a market in which the county's farmers could sell their cheese. All the cheeses would be taken to the market square in Gouda to be sold. Teams consisting of the Guild of Cheese Porters. The Guild of Cheese Porters. Now, isn't that a title? That would be sick to be a part of the Cheese Guild. Anyway, identified by distinct differently colored straw hats. Carried the farmers' cheeses, which typically weighed about 16 kilograms or 35 pounds, in barrows. Buyers then sampled the cheeses and negotiated a price using the ritual bargaining system called, I don't know how to pronounce that, in which buyers and sellers clap each other's hands and shout out prices. Once a price was agreed upon, the porters would carry the cheese to the weighing house and complete the sale. Modern Gouda has evolved by the Dutch Golden Age of the 17th century. See, that's nice. That's quite the wholesome cheese community. Put that one on Reddit. Cheesemaking traditionally was a woman's task in Dutch culture, which farmers' wives passing their cheesemaking skills onto their daughters. Most Dutch Gouda is now produced industrially. However, some 300 Dutch farmers still produce boerenkaas, or boerenkaas, or farmer's cheese, which is a protected form of Gouda made in the traditional manner using unpasteurized milk. See, that's something I see a lot. If you go to most cheese stores, well, I say cheese stores, but cheeses with a lot of different cheeses in it, you'll see some that use raw milk, and the FDA really does not like raw milk for some reason. I don't know. So the process. I'm not gonna say the whole process. I'll just post it on screen because I don't make cheese. I just eat cheese. I like cheese. So chemical properties. In most cases, the moisture content of Gouda cheese falls somewhere in the range of 40% to 50%. The amount of moisture that is present in Gouda plays an important part in determining its texture. Cheeses that induce higher moisture have a tendency to be softer and more creamy, whilst the cheeses that have a lower moisture content tend to be stiffer. Yeah, like Parmesan cheese. That's shelf stable, basically. Somewhat. And may develop a crystalline structure as they age. Gouda cheese has a high moisture content. Gouda cheese has a variable fat content typically ranging from 20% to 40%. The fat content contributes to the cheese's texture and allows for the transportation and release of flavor-enhancing chemicals, increasing the cheese's overall flavor profile. The fat level also affects the cheese's melting properties. On to flavor, Gouda cheese is recognized for its diverse flavor profile. Gouda cheese can exhibit a wide range of flavor qualities, from mild and creamy to harsh and acidic, depending on its age. The flavors develop as Gouda cheese reaches the medium stage of maturation, showing extra whey, sour aromatics, and a somewhat cooked or milky essence, increasing the cheese's complexity. Matured Gouda has a rich caramel-like flavor which developed after prolonged ripening, along with brothy and malty or nutty undertones, depending on how long the cheese has been aged. The finish can range from silky to sharp. Appearance and texture, Gouda cheese has a solid and springy texture. The cheese gets crystalline as it ages. Young Gouda cheese often has a smooth, creamy texture and a pale ivory to light yellow color. The cheese's look changes into a richer golden hue as it becomes older, and its texture becomes more crumbly and firm. Small crystals within aged Gouda cheese may also be visible. Just complex milk block. That's very fascinating to me, which is why I do these videos anyway. It's just interesting. Anyway, we're gonna go to the next part of the video where I actually try the cheese.
So in this part of the video, I'm going to be trying it. It's definitely saltier. It's not as nutty as Edam, but it definitely has the nuttiness flavor in it. Salty, nutty. It definitely tastes more like milk. I don't think this one was aged because it's once again a very kind of spongy, soft cheese like Edam. They could have been aged at the same time, and honestly, Sorry, I accidentally kicked the camera. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, it's once again, it's very similar to Edam cheese though. It's more akin to Swiss cheese than I remember it. So, cameraman, if you want to try it, I'll rip you off a piece here.
Yippee! The cheese tax.
The cheese tax, I guess, or whatever that meme is. I don't know. I don't use TikTok. I don't use a lot of social media. I don't think about it. Anyway, I'm gonna try again. It sounds like it got more sharpness to it than Edam does. Because Edam cheese, it's a very mild in flavor all around. This one is definitely more flavorful. It definitely had, yeah, it's sharper, semi-soft, it's kind of spongy, salty, nutty, all the good stuff. And yeah, this definitely is a really good cheese. I might add this to my regular cheese intake, just from how good it is. Definitely one of my more favorite cheeses to try. Mimolette cheese, though, that one was really good. Uh, but then again, it's a apples to oranges. It's a different type of cheese, I guess. But yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's the end of the video. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It would help me a lot, and I shall see y'all later.